Yo, is this thing on? Hello world. This is your man Jeff, aka Blacksmith, jumping off once again on the jump off. My first time on Uvo. Uvio? Not Ovio, that would be Drake. Uvu, okay, who knew? Voodoo. I'm back, as you can see, better than ever, for our latest and greatest episode of the Jump Off Podcast. To my immediate left on the screen, he's the man in the middle, DSI. I don't know if he's in the middle on the actual feed that we putting out there, but on my screen he's in the middle. The man, the myth, the legend, that dude named Dave. What's poppin', that dude?
What's up? I got the pinky ring. I got the pinky ring on. I got the diamond bracelet. I'm iced out because it's ice outside.
Okay.
That's all I can say. You know,
I got a little light color on. You see, that's nothing.
Yeah, you little like, that's like aquamarine, like blue,
yeah.
Like flaming aquamarine blue. Yeah.
Yeah, I got a couple of different tints of blue on. You got this, you got the Artful Dodger streetwear joint. You got, that's light.
You see how I'm dressed right in the house. You see how I'm
yeah.
You know, it's kind of cold out here.
I might have to take this jacket off in a minute because it's hot, man. So, but I just wanted to get fresh for the intro.
For everybody that's wondering right now, we in Shine, it's cold as hell. I got this on. I got a space heater next to me. It's 83 degrees on my temperature in the damn house. That's how cold it is out here. It's like 90 in my house now. And you add all these things together here. So yeah, we sweating, we hurting, we burning in the streets.
That sounds like a personal problem to me. All right. Also, we have to the far left. The other man, myth, legend. Should I say your name with or without the curse word?
Whatever you please.
J to the motherfucking D. What's poppin'?
Not much. Nothing on my wrist. Slightly ashy. Broadcasting from the basement. The annals of the Dorsey crib. So it's kind of cold down here. Yeah, annals.
So you say you got nothing on your wrist?
Naked.
You ain't shining?
So is that light work for you today? That's light, huh?
It's light work because I'm kind of ashy too, so.
So literally it's light.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Jeremy, you look like a milk dud, but you can't be ashy milk dud status. That is not cool.
Oh, wow.
All I'm going to say is.
I'm going there.
All I'm going to say is, for this show, y'all don't want me to stand up.
I'm about to say the same thing. You don't want me to stand up either. You read my mind. I let you have it though, JD. You can have the joke.
He ain't got no clothes on doing the show. Okay, yeah, stay down.
You don't want me to stand up. Two words if I stand up. Charlie Brown.
Oh.
Whatever the hell that means. All right.
Oh
man. Well, I'm glad to be back, fellas. My apologies, and jump off fans. Ooh, let me go ahead and move back a little bit. My hair was cut off there. There we go. All right. Salute. All right. My apologies for not being on the inaugural. Wasn't the inaugural? Yeah, the inaugural Uvu. What is it? Ovio? Oh, that's Drake. Uvu. What's the name of Uvu?
Like Redman. Ooh. If you a fat chick getting your fuck on tonight, go ooh.
So it's Uvu. So it rhymes. It's all good. So it rhymes with voodoo.
It's like FUBU.
I guess.
But it's ooh.
Okay, like FUBU. Okay, Uvu. All right, salute, shout out to Uvu. My apologies, fellas and jump off fans, for not being on the inaugural episode. I was, kicking it with the fam for New Year's Eve, but I'm back. Contrary to what Dave said during the last episode, I was not fired. There was no pink slip left on my door or anything like that.
It was too cold to put a pink slip there. That's why you didn't get the official notice.
I can never be fired because I'm one of the original, members and proprietors of the jump off. So, none of us can fire each other. All we can do is fire ourselves. You know what I'm saying? So
shit. You can get fired anytime. You can be fired right now.
Yeah, in your mind I can be, but it's not reality, so it don't really matter.
It is reality, son.
All right, but as always, you can check us out.
Donald Trump.
Right. You can check us out basically just one way now, per the conversation we had on WhatsApp earlier. That's on Facebook, right, fellas?
Hey, no. You can check us out on the World Wide Web too. No. It's just the jumpoffpodcast.blogspot.com. We're going way back.
Oh, we still got that?
Yeah. That's always going to be in existence.
Yeah.
I'm confused. I thought that. Never mind. We'll talk about it offline. I'm confused. I thought that something wasn't up and running anymore or something like that. So
the .com isn't the domain name is kind of fucked up with the .com, but if you just go to the jumpoffpodcast.blogspot.com, that works.
So is that a duplicate of the jumpoffpodcast.com?
Exactly.
I'm asking too many questions at this point.
Exactly the same thing.
Oh, okay, excellent. So why don't we use both? Anyway, no, I'm just playing. You have to explain that to me because I'm confused. But you can check us out there, as JD said. You can also check us out on Facebook, as you always, typically fans do. That's where it's always popping up with the latest and greatest stories and banter back and forth. And fellas, any contacts y'all want to give out? Social security numbers, phone numbers, addresses, anything?
If you can make it to my house, more power to you, because it's too damn cold trying to get up in this subdivision. So I ain't gonna throw it out there. But if you can make it to Aurora, man, you got a snowplow truck.
You just narrowed it down, Dave. You said Aurora and you said subdivision, so those stalkers are that much closer to you now.
Hey, let them come. It's kind of cold outside. Don't make it that far to my front door, though.
Gotcha. Any shouts out or any handles for you, JD?
No. Nothing.
Just go to Iowa.
Just go to Iowa.
Yeah, you will find him there. He should be shucking corn.
In the winter.
Right. Yeah, exactly. In the winter. Shucking sweet corn in the winter. That's your new nickname.
Hey,
sweet corn.
That's how racist as fuck, man.
His new nickname is Sweet Corn?
That's racist.
That's what?
So it's racist, man. That's racist.
In a
How's it racist for me, another black man, to talk about another black man?
It's still racist.
Is that called reverse racism then?
No. Anytime you refer to another black man as a vegetable, it's racist.
That's
really? I guess
lateral.
I'm a racist then.
That's lateral racism, Dave. Lateral.
Lateral? Like forward lateral? Like in football?
Yeah, lateral. Like side, it's like even, like,
parallel
lateral racism. Yeah, parallel. Like this. Or like this.
Oh, okay. Well, JD, then, I guess I'm a racist towards you then. But don't take it personal, though.
I don't. It's cool.
All right.
Cool. Well, yeah, I mean, we could definitely kick it off by talking about the fact that, as Dave alluded to a couple times already, it is freezing. We are in the middle of a polar vortex here in the Midwest. Is that what it's called, that dude? Because I know you've been doing reading on it and everything like that. Did I get the terminology correct?
We have a vortex out here in the Midwest. And does JD put out some lotion? I hope he ain't do nothing like X-rated, man, 'cause we ain't trying to see no wangs and nothing like that, okay?
And that'd be funny if we just pull certain things that we have around us. Like, watch this, fellas.
What are you doing?
Save that for later? Okay.
Well, I got my red cup. There ain't no drinking it, though. It's just fruit punch.
That was a yellow vase for those who, are interested.
Yeah, but like you were saying, man, we got a vortex. It's cold as hell out here. It was negative 40 last night. What the hell is that?
Yeah. During the day today, it was like 40 below zero or whatever the case may be. This dude is ill.
I can't look at JD right now.
Oh my goodness.
All right, go ahead. Carry on. Sorry.
This show is off to a crazy start already.
Sorry.
It is.
I'm done.
But this weather is off the OC. Like I said, it was like negative 40 wind chill factor.
Off the OC, so that's off the chain. Okay.
Yes,
we can
exactly.
We can work with that.
You got no extras in here. You got no extras in there. You're not understanding the heightness of what we got going on right now in this coldness of weather.
Dave, I think you're building up a little bit more than what it really is. It's basically just cold outside. Don't go outside unless you have to, and if you have to, just bundle up. I think that's pretty much the gist of it.
The gist of it, what the man said. If you are under 40 years old, you've never experienced this kind of cold ever in your entire life. I don't know about y'all, but last time I checked, I'm under 40. And last time I checked, y'all under 42. Unless y'all lying to me, unless y'all got some Benjamin Button disease going on over there right now.
No, this is true, man. It's definitely cold. I thank God that I was able to work from home today. I didn't have to go out in this weather, and that everybody close to me is safe and everything like that. Now, did anybody go out in this weather today? Because I opened up my front door and took a nice deep breath just to experience it, and once I started choking, I just closed the door and said, I'm good. I experienced it. I'm good for the day. So.
Yeah, I took a little bit of a journey outside. I was telling that dude before we started that I had a Redbox movie that I needed returning. I parked my car outside, so I wanted to go get my car started up. So it just gave me an excuse to go out there and see how it was. So my car turned over like 4 times and it eventually started, so I was happy about that. But then I had to shovel a little bit of my driveway because the snow had like blown from the rest of my yard onto the driveway, and like literally about 5 minutes in, like my hands were burning. Like it was crazy. It's crazy. And you always know it's cold, but man, it's nothing like it until you really get out there and start experiencing it. And earlier today I had my wife took the day off of work too, and my daughter was there, so I decided to do a little science experiment that I had seen on a YouTube video one time. So you guys could try this too. It sounds like it's fun. Just go to your kitchen, boil a pot of water. Just boil it, whatever. Don't put nothing in it. Just get it boiling. Yep. Then go outside and throw it, and it turns into like, it evaporates into like smoke extra quick. So like it'll cover your whole like probably like 10-foot diameter of just white smoke. It's crazy. It's fun. Try it. Do it.
It like that. The smoke goes up like that.
Yep. It just goes.
I guess you ain't been on Facebook today, Jeff, because everybody's doing it. That's like the new thing now. Everybody got a pot, like a glass of hot steaming water. They go to the door and they throw it up, and all you see is smoke.
Yep.
That's crazy. Yeah, the last thing I saw on Facebook, because I haven't really been on it, but the last thing I saw was that Arnie's strip club burned down in Harvey last night. That's the last thing I saw on Facebook.
Hey, a lot of my street cats are hurting right now.
Hey, pardon my French, but a lot of those whores are hurting right now too. They want anywhere to make their money.
They can always fall back on those college degrees that they got, man. It's nothing. It's cool.
Yeah, that is very true. That nursing school and stuff like that.
The real question is, what was burning first, Arnie's or the chicks?
Oh! That's like a chicken or the egg type of scenario. You said, so which burned first? The strippers or the building?
Blacksmith. We all know the chicks were burning first. They were burning for the last how many years that place been open.
I actually have never been there before.
It finally came out of their G-strings and burnt the place down. That's what happened there.
That's hilarious.
I'll admit, I did go outside for a few seconds though. Only reason because my house lost power. Oh yeah, that dude was out of power for 45 minutes. I'm working from home, job gave me that opportunity. I'm over here typing, doing my dizzle. All of a sudden, I see the stove go out. I see the computer go out. I hear my space heater go out. I hear the heat go out. Everything just shut down. I thought I was in Star Wars when Luke Skywalker went down the thing in Empire Strikes Back. I was like, oh shit, what the hell happened? I went to my neighbor's house. They were already bundled up with scarves on, talking about, yeah, we lost our power too. And I went on Facebook, and we have a group page for the community. Everybody like 30 postings. Did you lose your power? Did you lose your power? I'm like, oh damn, I'm about to hop in the car to go to your house, Blacksmith. But lucky enough, before I got in the car, power came back on. Thank the Lord.
I was gonna say too, since you always so gassed up on yourself, you could have been your own generator until the power came back on. That dude.
Oh, I'm gassed up. I've never rolled on E. That's why, So
yeah,
hey.
you know what I'm saying. So you could have done. You would have been okay.
Yeah, but I don't know about -15 at that time. Not even counting the windshield factor, that would not have been a good look.
No, I'm just messing with you. I'm glad that the power was able to come back on, my brother. And like I said before, if you need to come through, I would have definitely let you come through. Pink slip and everything.
Hey, JD, he probably kept the door locked on me. I'd be like, hey, man, I just got the phone with you.
I'll let you come sit in my
Hey, man, I can
garage.
see you. I can see you through the shades right there.
I would have yelled out, nobody
Jeff
home.
probably would not even open the door for me.
I would
You said you would have yelled out, nobody home.
Yep.
Like, Jeff don't live here no more.
Jeff don't live here no more. That's you. I see your face. I see your light skinnedness. What are you talking about?
Hilarious. Yeah, man, I was gonna go check my mail today, but I wasn't allowed to check my mail.
We're allowed to check your mail.
Purple Violin said I can't go check it. We in my subdivision, our mailboxes are not right outside our homes. It's like in the middle of home. Well, I'm about to say where I'm living at. It's the middle of the square. it's like a little.
You just told everybody now.
I didn't. I almost said. I just said home. But yeah. So I have to like go walk down the block to check my mail, but I was not allowed to because Purple Violin didn't want me to, freeze.
What's wrong with you freezing?
So I'll check it tomorrow.
No, nothing wrong with you freezing. You cold then. You cold as ice then, right?
Something like that, right?
Yeah, okay. Bad joke.
Did you check? Did you check your mail, that dude?
Nah, I didn't feel like it. I could have, but I just didn't feel like it.
And I know, JD, your mailbox is at the end of your driveway, isn't it?
Yes, it is. So I did go out. I was already out there, so I decided to go check it.
Cool. All right, enough for the mail talk.
Enough for the cold talk. It's just cold out here.
Yeah, I am going to return to work tomorrow. So tomorrow morning is still supposed to be 30 below. So I will go out and actually drive in it tomorrow morning and get to work and everything like that. God willing. So are you guys going out tomorrow morning?
Nah, I just got an email so that I can work from home again tomorrow. So you know what I would be up in here chilling.
Cool.
Yeah,
cool.
I'm doing.
What about you, JD?
I'm doing kick and makeup tomorrow at 10, so I'll be out.
Oh, okay. Out and
You mean
about,
chicken
huh?
keep warm, right?
There you go.
That's the show should be called right now. Instead of jump off, we should be called warm on or something. I don't know, right?
Warm
Where this is
on.
going. Yeah, like wax on and wax off.
My video's frozen.
Frozen.
Can you?
It's alright. It's still
Yeah, just
counts.
let
I still
everybody
see
know
you.
we can hear you, but yeah, we can hear you. We can see you with the one shot, but that's it though. But that's okay though.
That's not a good shot, man. That profile ain't no. Okay, anyway. All right. Well,
It'll usually snap
maybe it'll
back
pop
in, so
on
you'll be
somewhere.
alright.
Yeah, gotcha.
Snapbacks and tattoos. That's all you need.
Right. Well, this polar vortex, actually had a huge impact on the sports world over the weekend. At least on our sports world over the weekend, but a lot of people's too, because there was a game that took place in Green Bay versus the 49ers. And before we start talking about this, huge shout out to Tito Helper, right? That dude,
Tito.
big Green Bay fan.
Oh man, he represents Green Bay like it's high school football. Tito.
Yeah,
He
and he lives in
on
South
Facebook
Carolina,
posting
right?
NFC North banners and stuff like that. I'm like, Tito, you don't represent that unless you in high school. No one represents the North like that. He was going hard this week, man.
He really
What do you think about
was.
that, JD?
It kind of sucks. I guess they got one more W than we got, but at the end of the day, you sitting at the crib like we are. So, hi, Aaron Rodgers.
Actually, no. Weren't they
Hi,
8-7-1?
Aaron
We were
Rodgers.
8-8, JD.
What?
They were 8-7-1. We were 8-8, so they didn't get the extra W. They just had a tie that got them in.
Right.
They had an
You're
extra
right.
time that we didn't have.
Yeah, you're right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but he was going hard about that Green Bay game last night, and I got to give some props to the football players out there because there is no way that I know these guys make six figures and millions of dollars, but to be out there in Green Bay in the frozen tundra playing the negative, was it 5 degrees when the game started with the wind chill, to negative 30 by the time the fourth quarter hit. And for Crabtree to be kept the catch that he was catching, and then some guys to be out there like that, man, talking about manning up and growing a whole bunch of big old fat balls. For real.
Well,
There's no way I could.
I think I could turn it on if you're gonna pay me in the six figures. I wouldn't mind having my ass out there. Shit, I can warm up. I don't give a damn. The one part that would suck though is for the guys who don't hardly get any playing time and they're just standing there. Like I was seeing dudes with frozen snot on their mustaches and their beards was covered in all kind of stuff. Yeah, man, it was bad. It was bad.
Yeah. Good look about you, Jeff. How do you feel about the game?
I was happy that Green Bay lost. You know what I'm saying? I honestly thought that they were going to pull it out just because of the actual weather conditions and that Aaron Rodgers would be more used to it. But I was really happy that they lost, man. Chi-Town for life. As I'm frozen on the screen. That's why my screenshot's frozen because it's cold outside. I get it.
There you go. Because you frozen literally and figuratively. You frozen.
Yeah. Let me know if y'all see me come back again.
We'll tell you, but I actually have some people tell me that since Green Bay's the NFC North, we should be rooting for them there in the conference. Nah, that doesn't work that way, okay? Green Bay is the rival. It's one of the biggest rivals in sports history. You don't root for the bad guys, okay? To us, Green Bay's the bad guys. Don't care, no love, if ands or buts about it. I don't care if they beat us and you want the best team to win. No. Even though Green Bay's the best team, we want Green Bay to die and I hope they burn in hell. Plain and simple. That's how we feel about Green Bay Packers. Because we Chicago Bears for life.
That's pretty harsh, but true.
Yeah. When you hit that field goal, that was it. I was so happy. I went on Facebook and I said, Tito, crickets.
Yeah, I usually try not to rub it in too much, man, because man, I hate when people turn that back on me. So I usually try not to rub it in, and it sucks when your squad loses. So I wasn't gonna partake in that too much.
See, I had to though. See, I don't do that, right? But Tito's bringing it out of me. Tito's our number one fan, and he keeps going hard, talking about he made predictions last year, when technically last year was 3 weeks ago, Tito. Yeah, I'm calling you out. You don't make predictions saying you can win the division 3 weeks ago and call that last year, because it's technically 2013. I would not say nothing, and Tito didn't bring it out of me. I stayed quiet. He came and pulled my card, so now I got to pull your card. Green Bay's at home with us right now. So it's all about San Fran and Carolina right now. Go 49ers.
Wow. That's real talk, though.
Yeah. And just to add one thing, too, they didn't deserve to go any further right now. They're an 8-7-1 team right now. I do not want to see an 8-7-1 team go all the way to the Super Bowl. I mean, Aaron Rodgers was hurt. They were mediocre. They went through 5 quarterbacks. I mean, at one time, Seneca Wallace was QBing the team. I know that they were still in the league when he got on the field playing for the Green Bay Packers. When you've got a team that's just that horrible and you got that many injuries, man, you should be one and done regardless. I don't care. You don't go further when you're 8-7-1, barely 500. It's like that one year when Seattle was 7-9 and got a home playoff game. I don't respect it. I can't stand it. Don't get down with it.
Totally agree, man. So what are some of the what are you guys' predictions for the Super Bowl champion for this year?
Last week, JD went on a limb and picked Indy.
Oh yeah. I forgot about that. Let me harken back to last week's show.
One.
No.
He went on a limb and said Indy's.
No, I said that Indy was my sleeper squad. I still think Denver has the best team in the league, and I'm not gonna go against Denver until they lose. But I think that Indy is my second favorite team in the AFC. So I'm gonna have to roll with them too. But if it comes down to Indy and the Broncos, I have to ride with the Broncos on that one. But Indy did pull off a crazy impressive victory by coming back from 28 points at least. Yeah, 28 points down to win that game against Kansas City. So yeah, that was a great game too, man.
Yeah. Kansas City choked on Saturday night. And once again, I go back to Tito because he was trying to come at me with this here. They was making a point about last week how KC rested all but 2 starters last game of the season. And another guy I know went to high school was saying that's what you get for resting all your starters. First of all, people, if you rest all your starters in 1 week, and then
I'm back. Hello. That's all I had to do. All I had to do was turn my camera off and turn it back on again.
Welcome back. Now, I was saying, though, if you rest all your
starters.
Thanks,
JD, for not telling me about that. Go ahead, Dave. Sorry.
Yeah. Thanks, JD. No help.
Well, when did I turn into King Boo Boo?
Hey, man, you taught me everything I know about electronics, man. Just for that, you get the peace sign. Look. Now I'm back again. All right, go ahead.
Oh, wow.
Sorry, go ahead, Dave.
Wow. No, the point I was making, though, everybody's making a big deal how KC rested all their starters on week 17, except for 2 starters, and then they came out and they lost this game. First of all, resting their starters on week 17 had nothing to do with that collapse, okay? You lost Jamal Charles on the very first plays of scrimmage on offense. You were up 38-10 the third quarter, and they scored that touchdown off a turnover. And then they got the big lead. On top of that, too, you forced 3 interceptions on your boy Andrew Luck, JD, in the first half alone, I believe. So you're up 38-10. Last week's game does have nothing to do with this here. At that point, it's all Andy Reid. Even though you don't have Jamal Charles, you're down to your third running back. Run the damn ball. Let the clock run. He doesn't keep chucking the ball, throwing it, not completing passes. Ball get dropped, clock stops whatsoever. That has nothing to do with last week when you're up by 28 points with 12 minutes up in the third quarter. No one's not thinking about the week before because though? The defense was revving on high. They're doing the damn thing on offense. So I don't want to hear about that. I want someone to come at me with a legitimate argument saying that when they rested all their guys the week before, is the reason why they blew the third quarter lead. Tell me that one. You already played for 24 minutes.
Thorough
and Jeff is looking
right
like that.
Thorough.
Sorry, yeah, I'm trying to follow you. I had something else going on here. I'm trying to follow you, Dave. I'm good, though. I'm right here. Got a lot going on.
Hey, I can't help if I'm animated right now.
No, you are, man. You are, dog. Like I said, I was trying to follow your expert commentary, and I was trying to hand off a computer charger at the same time. So it's all gravy, though. Right? What you said, right?
JD, can you? Are you on that side?
No, I mean, as far as that game goes, I completely agree with you. There's no way that anybody should, come down on the Chiefs for resting their guys. I mean, if you rest your guys and you get out to a lead that big, I mean, what more can you ask for? I mean, it's not their fault that they choked away every, all the other the situations that happen later on in the game. I mean, there's so many things that lose you a football game like that you can't base it on any one thing. So, you get up at a certain point by that many points, it's real easy to take your foot off the pedal, and I think that's what they did. And a lot of times when you take your foot off the gas, it's really hard to get back rolling again when they had to. So, but they still had chances after that too. They were still able to put up some points after that.
Yes, so,
it just turned out to be a good game. A lot of errors on the Chiefs' part at the end, and the Colts were able to pull it out and get the W. So. I still think.
Let me say this before you chime in, Jeff. Let me say, and also too, let's just look at the fact that the injuries that KC had throughout that second half. I don't know about if you guys are watching the game. Every time they went to a commercial break, I saw another KC guy on the ground had to get carried off the field. So you had this big lead, and it seems like every time out, a guy was getting carried off the field one by one, things of that nature. I'm like, oh wow, who's left for them to play on the field right now? So you add the injuries, like you said, Jay, they took the foot off the pedal, things. And here's the thing about it too: if you're really going to blame resting your players, what about the two teams in the first week of the playoffs who have a bye week? Isn't that a sense of resting your players? Mm-hmm. So for people saying they shouldn't rest their players, then that means that you should eliminate the bye week then. When we want to make that excuse. Now, if Indy came out and just blew them out from the first quarter on, you could probably make that argument that, you should rest your players. But when you're up 38-10 with 12 minutes up in the third quarter, I don't want to hear that. And I want someone to make a legitimate argument saying that, you rest your guys, you got this, and they start thinking about last week. No, these guys are healthy now. Some of the guys are getting knocked out the game. So, that's just my 2 cents.
Yeah, I don't really have a lot to add. The only thing that it made me think about is it seems like a lot of times in sports, it never fails. I mean, I know injuries aside, but it's like these athletes play in the league, the most competitive and, the most talented leagues in the world, but yet still, when they get up certain amounts of points, big amounts of points on these other teams, they started taking stuff for granted. And I don't understand why we see this happen, over and over again in professional sports where, people tend to rest and coast. I mean, I know it's kind of, I guess it's a natural inclination to want to do that, but like, if you're in a league when you know that everybody is great, like, I don't understand why that happens the way it does.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's natural. It's natural. I mean, it's just like your job. If you've been working on a report for 2 weeks and then you finally get it done, you kind of get like, man, fuck this for a little bit. Like, I'm good. I'm gonna chill out for a little bit. So, I guess that's the kind of mentality that you get sometimes. But you know what I really think though too? I think that it really goes to show that the greats, when you have like the greats in your sports, like Jordan or, you know, those guys who win multiple championships, or somebody like a Tom Brady, he doesn't allow his team to take their foot off the pedal.
Right.
Or he's driving the car so fast that you don't have a choice but to keep up with him. So, I think that's where, you know, you have, like you said, the greatest players on earth playing in that league, but then there's that next level of those guys who are the greatest who have ever played the game, and they don't allow their teams to have those lulls. So, and you know, even those guys have them from some, you know, from time to time, but it's just, it rarely happens with the greats of the sport.
Yeah.
Let me throw this in there too. Andy Reid. Have we seen this story before with Andy Reid? With all the years he's been with Philadelphia and all the heartbreaks and all the drama that goes on, all he did was just pack his bags, move to KC, put on a red sweater on, and he doing the exact same game plan and exact same game calling where they fell apart again. Come on now. This is Andy Reid written all over it, JD. You feel me on this one, DSI. Come on now. We've been watching this dude for years.
Yeah, I agree with you. And I mean, and it sort of parallels the conversation that a lot of people are having today with the Cincinnati Bengals and Marvin Lewis and whether he should be fired or not. Like, there's only so much I think that you can do as a coach, but when it comes down to the playoffs and, you know, the stakes are higher, or as one of Dave's favorite songs.
I just changed my name up there just in case you didn't know. Yeah.
But
go ahead, sorry.
It really is difficult to really analyze things on that one game. Even if the stakes are really high in that one playoff game, it's really hard to place a whole lot of blame on the coach unless it becomes a pattern. So somebody you got like Andy Reid or somebody like a Marvin Lewis who has had sustained failures in the playoffs, that has to mean something. That has to be something. It has to be something that's not happening with that squad when it's time for to turn things up, that they're not able to produce.
And speaking of Marvin Lewis, that's a good segue, JD, because I heard Stephen A. Smith talk today on First Take. I don't know if you guys saw it or not.
Yeah,
he made a very compelling argument that Marvin Lewis deserves to be fired and should never get another head coaching job again. He could be defensive coordinator, and he makes a great point. You've been coaching the same team for 11 years, and you ain't won not one playoff game yet.
Not
You're
at all.
supposed to be the defensive genius who helped Baltimore get a Super Bowl back in 2000. But you can't get one Super Bowl win when you built. They probably, as far as the efficiency rate is concerned, they said that the Bengals are the third most efficient team in the NFL overall on all sides of the ball. Offense, defense, special teams. Third efficient. No matter if the stats in there, maybe like 18th in the league in offense. They're one of the most efficient teams in the NFL, and they never can get it done. You can just put your money down. They get in the playoffs, like, hey man, give me 5 G's. They lose this game. I mean, that's like guaranteed money basically right now with Marvin Lewis. You know, and somehow he keeps his job. I need to find out who his boss is. Need to talk to. Is it Mike Brown, whatever the owner of the Bengals is? Yeah. I need to hit him up for a job so I can work for the rest of my life, because obviously he don't like firing folks. You know,
his career record is like 500. It's basically, including playoffs, like 500. He broke even since he got there.
It just makes no sense. JD, how you feel about your Bengals, man?
I kind of feel the same way. Like, if it was the Bears, I would have called for his head. Being on the outside looking in, it's kind of easier to be like, well, maybe you have certain mitigating circumstances. But when it comes to, 11 years and you haven't won a single playoff game, like, man, that you got to go at a certain point. And, I think we fired Lovie Smith here for less. So, there's no reason that, he should be able to keep his job at this point. I think he's a good coach. But even once you go back and you start thinking about all the disciplinary issues that the Bengals have had over the years too, that you have to consider that too, and that, he isn't running the tightest ship, and obviously something is going wrong if they can't put it together in crunch time. So, reluctantly, I would have to let him go if I was a GM. I'd say, man, you've done a good job, I think, but we're going to have to find somebody else who's going to give us more of a chance to progress in the playoffs.
Exactly.
It's a good point. A lot of good points all the way around. Do you guys predict it's a wrap for him?
I don't know, because I honestly think he's fucking the owner. I mean, because he should have been fired 4 years ago. I mean, come on.
Yeah, you never know what goes on behind closed doors, man.
I mean, I think he getting it in with the owner, honestly, and he a dude. You know what I mean? So I don't know not Lovey, but because Lovey didn't do anything to keep his job. But I don't know what Marvin's doing over there to keep his job and don't win. I mean, how is it that you can get a job, don't perform,
and he's black,
and get paid millions of dollars? Really,
and he's black.
You don't perform, you still get paid. And he's black. Thank you. And he's black. Yes, that's unheard of, right? I want to go and talk to him and find what his secret sauce is, because he's making it work for the guys who don't,
Yikes.
But yeah. So now we got next week's games coming up here. So is there any predictions you want to throw out there for next week's games? JD?
Who playing? Who playing next week?
It's impossible for me.
Okay, NFC side.
Go ahead, Dave.
What's that now, Jenny? I said on the NFC side, you got Carolina and San Francisco, and then you got the Saints, and then you got Saints in Seattle.
Let me get Seattle. Seattle.
Seattle? JD.
Yep. I'd have to take. I'm gonna go with Carolina, because Carolina already beat up on the Saints once this year. I think they're gonna be able to do it again. And I definitely have to go with Seattle. Seattle's not dropping that game.
Okay, so you're saying Seattle and Carolina in the NFC Championship game?
Yep.
1 and 2.
Yep.
Okay, AFC side, we have Denver, number 1 seed, New England's number 2 seed, and of course we got Indy, and we got the San Diego Chargers. So the Chargers are playing against Denver. Now, who would have thought that my man, who's the quarterback for San Diego Chargers? Philip Rivers, his 7 kids in his bolo tie. Have you seen a grown man nowadays rock the bolo tie? He loving the bolo tie. I thought that was out back in the 80s. He's trying to bring it back. It ain't back, but he's trying to bring it back.
Throwback status.
What about him in a bolo tie?
Why not?
I don't know.
I mean, he's killing me right now with that.
Give me Denver in that game, though.
You got Denver?
Yeah.
Okay. You got Denver over San Diego, JD?
Oh, most definitely.
Okay, what about the Indy New England game? Now you got your dark horse against Tom Brady. Your dark horse against Tom Brady now.
My dark horse is on a roll, so I'm gonna go with Indy shocking the world and ending the Patriots run a little prematurely. So I'm gonna go ahead and say Indy's gonna take that game.
Ooh.
I gotta roll with him, right? I gotta roll with him.
So you're predicting. So he's predicting, Jeff. This is what he's saying. He's saying that Andrew Luck, the heir apparent to Peyton Manning, will go into Denver in the AFC Championship game. And that's what JD is saying. That's what he's saying right now.
The NFL is a storybook league, and that would be a storybook scenario. So I'm waiting to see that happen.
Any given Sunday, right?
Yep.
I'm still gonna roll with New England though.
Okay.
I'm gonna stay nice and safe and comfortable.
Well, I'm gonna stay comfortable too. I'm skipping all the predictions. I'm going straight to the Super Bowl. I'm going Seattle. My man Russell, hustling, bustling, muscling Wilson. Gonna go ahead and do the damn thing with Seattle. That crazy ass defense and the 12th man with that. They got the best home field advantage out of anybody in the NFL. I mean, the decibel leaders goes off the chain. Like you can't even hear anything when you're calling plays on offense. The defense just thrives on to take advantage of that. And I go with Peyton Manning. I mean, the dude threw for 55 touchdowns this year. Some quarterbacks don't throw 55 touchdowns for their entire freaking career trying to just make it. All right, this dude did it in 1 year. He threw for over 5,400 yards this year and broke the record. Both those stats too as well. He's 37 years old. I mean, he is on another road. After 4 neck surgeries, we need to check his picks. We need to check his urine. What the hell he got going on, all right? All right? We talking about PEDs and scandals. We need to look at Peyton Manning, what the hell he's doing, all right? Because this man at his age shouldn't be doing what he's doing. So we're watching greatness right now. So I'm going with Denver and Seattle. But I think that Seattle defense is going to be too much to handle, and Seattle's going all the way this year. That's how I feel. Calling it out there. Throwing it out there. Boom. Hail Mary.
I'm gonna wait to give my Super Bowl stuff until we get a little bit of a clearer picture.
Hey, I'm going on a limb. That's what you call a prediction. All right? I'm going out on a limb. I've been talking about Seattle all year. I had Seattle on my fantasy football league team. Man, they did me wonders on my squad this year. They was getting more points than running backs and wide receivers and quarterbacks the way the Seattle defense was doing the damn thing. So I've been riding Seattle all year. I'm going to ride with them now. You know, and on top of that too, JD, you don't like the head coach, Pete Carroll. So that's why I'm going to roll from even more now, because you don't like Pete Carroll. And I want to do it just because you don't like him. I want to egg you on.
That's
I'm
cool.
To be all in your face.
I don't like Pete Carroll, but I respect his squad. They got a hell of a team, so I'm not going to say that they're going to lose. At least not this week.
Jeff, you should have saw this dude last week about Pete Carroll.
Yeah, I saw the show.
He was acting ignorant about Pete Carroll. He don't like the raw-rawness. He don't like the fact that coaches get amped up and get his players amped up. I fucked with him. I get down with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need a little motivation. That's what Pete Carroll's there for.
Yeah, that's just different motivations. It's different levels. You and JD on 2 different levels, so.
Yeah, I know. I mean, he wants a guy like Bill Parcells. I like my Pete Carrolls, you know.
I want somebody that
I like Phil Jackson.
I want somebody who fits a little bit in between, like Pete Carroll and Lovie Smith, somewhere that fits a little bit in between. Lovie Smith. I'm not a fan of the Lovie Smith style either, because I would love to have seen a little bit more of his personality during his time when he's there. I mean, at the end of the day, we really shouldn't give a fuck about what your coach's personality is as long as they win. But I don't know. He just wasn't. He didn't seem too interesting. I mean, Tressel looks like a pedophile, but apparently he can coach the shit out of the offense. So I'm cool with it.
You think Tressman look like he molested little boys?
Tressman look like he likes to get. Tressman looks like he likes to be behind center.
Oh, you trying to tell me that Tressman's the new Sandusky? Is that what you're trying to call him?
No, I'm not going that far.
You said pedophile. That's what he said, Jeff. Didn't he say pedophile?
He did.
The only thing worse than being a pedophile is being Sandusky, so I'm not going that far.
Yeah, that's like the lowest of the low. That's like when you call a woman a C word.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, a cunt?
Yeah, that's like the worst thing. It's like the lowest of the low.
You can't say the word? You can't say the word blacksmith?
I don't like using that word.
Just say, try to emphasize. You might like it.
You want me to say cunt, Dave? I said it.
There you go.
Such a dirty word. Such a dirty word.
It feels good to say. You know, if a chick gets in your face and...
Hey, is it just me,
I would say,
or...
if a girl gets in your face, that's shut the whole conversation down. Just call her a cunt and call it a day. See what she said after that. Shut the whole game down.
Is it just me, or does the word vagina sound worse than pussy?
It does. It does.
Yeah,
I would say vagina sounds very, like, I'm shocked we get to this, but yeah, vagina sounds like one of the dirtiest words you can ever think of. And I agree, JD, vagina does sound
worse than cunt?
No, vagina definitely sounds dirtier than pussy.
Right.
It does.
Okay. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, Jeff.
Anyway, so back to...
Start using it more, Jeff. I think you'll like it.
No, I can't add that to my repertoire, man.
Why not? Because you light skin?
It has nothing to do with my complexion.
Use it all the time. They use it all the time, man. So I think so. Look at Tyson Chandler. I know he uses it.
Tyson Chandler, and he have white.
I don't know what he is, but he light skinned for real though.
You and this race complex, man.
Hey, speaking of complex, you froze up again, Jeff.
Oh, there I
Yeah,
go.
you did.
Peace out and peace in. There we go. Maybe not.
No, you don't.
All right. Let's see here. Oh,
Fade to
wow.
black.
Black now.
Ladies
All
and
black
gentlemen.
everything. Fade to black. Say
Fade to
no
black,
camera
yeah.
detected in this boy now.
Wow, ladies
Fade
and
to black.
gentlemen, you're seeing this live and direct, people.
My built-in camera is no longer detected.
Well, he is AJD. He is out the game.
That's
Yeah.
wow, man.
Peace.
I blame JD for this. So, you know,
That's cool.
That's what happens. You don't use the word cunt.
Bad things happen.
Wow,
when you
that's
take more
wild.
high ground.
Yeah.
Yep,
let's see.
exactly. You get blacked out. Pun intended.
Blacksmith, blacked out.
Yeah. Hey, real fast here, JD and Jeff. I just want to let you know that it looks like Manny Pacquiao's going to fight Timothy Bradley April 12th.
Are you serious?
It's not official, but it's here. I was at January 6th here. I'm telling y'all here, you know me in the boxing,
That's my-
how much I
that's
love
my-
it so much.
Go ahead.
So-
Sorry.
JD look like he's going to sleep right now. You ain't feeling that, JD?
Not at all. Not at
JD.
all.
It's the rematch.
It is the rematch, but man, he shouldn't have. They should be in no position. There should be no position for them to even have to fight a rematch after that bogus ass decision the first go around. That was ridiculous. So that's the only reason why I'm sleeping
Man,
on
it
it.
was ridiculous.
And that's my daughter's birthday, so I won't really be paying attention like that.
Oh, really, Jeff?
Yeah, April 12th, you said, right?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's what's coming out right now. Bob Arum, they're supposed to go to Manny Pacquiao's house in L.A., but he ain't got a house in L.A. right now, so they went to Bob Arum's house. Hey, don't get mad at the messenger because he can't pay his taxes. But they went to Bob
Wow.
Arum's. They was at Bob Arum's house and they talked about Timothy Bradley and Ruslan Provodnev. You know, they wanted a fifth Marquez fight, but Marquez don't want to do a fifth fight, but he wants a rematch with Timothy Bradley, even though everybody knows he beat Timothy Bradley. And Marquez is acting like a little bitch right now, thinking he beat Timothy Bradley when everybody knows he didn't win. And that's one thing we
He
learned
didn't
about
beat Timothy
Marquez.
Bradley.
One thing we learned about Marquez, he's a Hall of Famer, one of the greatest Mexican fighters of all time, but when he loses, even when it's a clear cut he loses, he acts like a big bitch. All right, and that's just this is real talk because he really thinks that he can beat Bradley and he's pushing for a rematch. And Bradley's like, "Yo, I beat you, man. I'm about to get paid to get this Manny money." You know, and here's something to look out for too, guys. This could be technically Timothy Bradley's last fight with Top Rank. His contract ends after this fight here. So let's say if Timothy Bradley get past Manny Pacquiao. Now we know if that happens, we know ain't gonna be no Floyd Mayweather Pacquiao fight. That'd be out the door if he lost to Bradley. But Bradley be a free agent. There'll be a Bradley Floyd Mayweather fight in September. Easily could happen. Now I know JD, don't go to sleep on me. But I'm pointing out some scenarios right now that can happen.
I'm
That
slightly,
ain't gonna
I'm
sell because
slightly
that's two black
intrigued by
people.
that
That's not gonna
matchup.
sell.
I'm slightly
You're
intrigued by
intrigued
that matchup. Yeah, just slightly, only because I think that the comedy that Mayweather would be able to do and that 24/7 talking about Bradley would be incredible.
That is true. I forgot about that.
And then you know Bradley's dad would be talking mad shit too. So I can't wait to see that if they should decide to do that. And I don't think it'll be a very entertaining fight, but I would still tune in to watch it.
I would like the fact, like you said, the entertainment value of the hype, because Bradley gonna be like, "Yo, he didn't fight Manny Pacquiao. I beat him twice. So what's up now?" You know, Tim Bradley's gonna ride that horse if that happened. Everybody talking about, Manny Pacquiao, the greatest fighter, pound for pound. I beat the man twice. Floyd wouldn't fight him. So you know what though? I'll prove the world I can beat Manny and Floyd. So you can see all the soap opera dialogue that can happen if Tim Bradley wins. Now, if Bradley loses, of course, Pacquiao's contract with Top Rank ends at the end of this year. So we really will see Pacquiao's situation here because he can be like Miguel Cotto. He can easily not re-sign with Top Rank, get the fight with Mayweather, and if he want to go back to Top Rank after the fight, he can easily do that. But if he resigns with Top Rank at the end of this year, if he beats Bradley, and of course, if there's a fight with Ruslan provided by the end of the year or whoever he may fight, then we know that, both sides are to blame. People say there's one side that says, hey, Floyd's to blame, the other side is Manny's to blame, Top Rank. I blame both sides, but if Manny re-ups with his promotion company, it makes no sense. Bob Arum takes so much of his money just from a promotional contract fee. Why would he do that? Cole's a free agent making tons of money right now. Mayweather been a free agent 2006, and you see where he's at right now. He's one of the highest paid athletes in the world right now, if he is right now. So if Manny resigns, either Bob Arum got some incriminating pictures of him, bucky ass naked like Oscar De La Hoya, or there's something else going on. It doesn't make any sense.
Wow. Yeah,
Jeff,
good point.
what do you think?
Go ahead.
You got any thoughts on that?
I'm trying to make this camera work, but but no.
Yeah.
But no, I think I agree that Bradley Mayweather fight would definitely be intriguing if it were to happen. Bottom line is, I just want to see some really good fights in 2014, and I hope that we can see a Mayweather fight that's not just a walk in the park for him. That's something that we can actually sink our teeth into and everything like that. So let the chips fall where they may.
Unfortunately, though, May 3rd looking like Amir Khan. It's not officially signed yet, but it's looking that way, guys.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Had to be the bearer of bad news.
And it'll be
No, they're actually talking about the MGM Grand or the Barclays in Brooklyn.
Which means it'll be in Las Vegas as usual.
Well, Golden Boy Promotions has an exclusive contract with the Barclays, which is why you have so many fights in Brooklyn now. And because, that's the new stadium, and they're trying to bring revenue when trying to compete with Madison Square Garden. And the Barclays have made an interesting deal. I don't know all the details yet, but, the reason why Floyd fights in Vegas is because of state taxes. He pockets so much stuff going to New York where there's so much higher taxes. The Barclays are offering a deal, basically, that would mirror the MGM Grand, where Floyd won't have to worry about it. Whatever tax Floyd's got to pay, off the record, they're saying that the Barclays will pay it just to bring him there to fight in New York City. So, the money that he will make will still be there, no matter what. And when no matter the taxes, they said they're going to go ahead and say, hey, we'll cut a check to Uncle Sam. We want you here. So we'll see what happens, but between now and these next 4 fights you have at Showtime, the MGM Grand, but the Barclays are pushing really hard right now for a big, big mega fight. Especially, they seat over 22,000 for a basketball game. Imagine we could fit in there for a boxing match.
Right. It's going to be interesting then to see what happens with that.
Mm-hmm. I got no more about boxing here. I'm just kind of curious here before we sign off here. JD, you got any news on the MMA front? How's your man Anderson Silva's leg looking right now?
I don't know if I'm pretty sure he's had surgery on it already, but I know that they said that he has been telling everybody that he wants to come back and that he's going to be stronger and better than ever.
Really?
I don't really know if I agree with that.
He wants to come back? He said that publicly?
Yeah. I don't know if I agree with that per se. I think that he should probably, at least give himself a few months before he makes a decision like that. But I mean, I don't know. I think he's had a great career, and it's about time to wrap it up. But one interesting story that I heard over the past few days was there was I'm not exactly sure where it was at, but I was reading the article, but apparently 2 guys decided to do a home invasion on a guy, and it turns out that the dude is a MMA fighter, and he proceeded to destroy the dudes who came into his house, and now and now whatever state they're in, the dudes who were the robbers are looking to press charges against the guy, and they've already arrested the guy who's the
I've
MMA
heard
fighter.
that before.
How ridiculous is that?
I've
These
heard
dudes decide to come into my house. I can do whatever I want to them, and it's amazing that even flies, especially when you got somebody like George Zimmerman still walking the streets, man. It's ridiculous. So I just thought I'd throw that in there because I thought that was an interesting story this week.
That's sad, man. That's ridiculous.
It is.
Yeah, there's some states like that, but I'm hoping that if that does happen, the prosecutor and the jury be like, nah, this dude's protecting his home and throw that shit right out. Because if someone comes to my house, believe me, you catching the case. This ain't no easy win. You gonna catch a hot one, and then I'm gonna go to jail because I'm going to go to jail because I defended my own home. These robbers got some goddamn nerve. They say, I'm just going to rob you, but I'm going to keep you safe when I rob you. Don't worry about you getting hurt. I'm just going to take your jewels and your money. Don't worry about being hurt. If you hurt me, I sue. Man, please. I'll break his leg like Anderson Silva. Come up in my house like that.
Yeah,
somebody do that shit.
Somebody or anybody decides to break into my house, I'm killing the shit out of them.
Exactly. That's
I like
the perfect
that.
words
I like
for
that.
JD. And a straight face too. Do you see his face when he said that? He's like, I'm killing the shit out of him.
Serious.
He don't play.
Serious.
He don't play, man.
Serious.
Merc status.
Snitch status.
Yep. All right.
Sorry, nigga, I'm trying to go home.
Exactly. Word to Pusha T. Well, on that note, Jump Off fans, I apologize. All you can see is the peace sign for my particular profile. But what better way to have a profile? What better profile picture to have for Blacksmith than the peace sign? I'm all about peace and prosperity and all that good stuff.
And deuces.
And deuces, exactly. We definitely hope you've enjoyed our latest and greatest episode of the Jump Off Podcast. I'm happy to be back with the fellas, rocking with the fellas and everything like that. So we look forward to hollering at y'all again next time. And any last words, fellas?
Go Florida State. Jamie Winston, the raper. Go do your thing.
The raper. Damn.
Wow. That's some interesting parting words.
Hey, the national championship game is on today. Yes, he was acquitted, but that's his new nickname to me now. He's a raper. He about to rape Auburn all day long.
Wow. All right, what about you, JD?
Shout out to the rapists.
Man,
That's the nickname now. I'm sorry.
I want to thank my job for providing me with enough money to pay for my house and keep my ass warm during these negative ass temperatures. That's good. That's it.
That's definitely something to be thankful for. No doubt.
Oh,
all right.
We're doing resolutions and thankfuls. You doing resolutions now? You thankful?
That was a moment of random happiness, I guess. So sorry, I take it back.
Yeah, I want to get into that. We can get to that next show because I want to spend a little bit of time on that to talk about resolutions. We definitely talk about that next time.
Okay.
All right, for sure. All right, fellas. Well, I'm giving y'all the salute sign, but y'all can't see it. Peace and love, and we'll holler at y'all next week. Jump off.
Jump off.
Jump off.